Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble and I'm here back in New York, finally, and over my jet lag, somewhat. Anyway, it's really good to be back and back in the groove, and you know, there's nothing like home, darling. There's no place like home, said Dorothy. Now, thank you guys, thank you. Look, if you haven't been here before, welcome, and I hope you stay and you keep coming back. And if you have been here before, welcome back. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all your likes, all your comments, all your best wishes for my mum. Thank you. She's doing as well as can be expected. She seems to be settling into her new home. So thank you all for those wishes. I really appreciate you. These readings are for, you can hear, the ice cream truck. These readings are for July the 30th through August the 5th. And this is Leo season. Happy birthday, Leo. I will be pulling an extra card out for Leo. Now, the astrological report this week is we've just had this huge eclipse, and that energy can last for up to 6 months. So we will be feeling that, the fallout. It was a big blood moon, and I did a video on that, so I'm not going to go into that. The only different thing, because we do have the sun in Leo, we also have Mercury, which is retrograde now, in Leo. We may not listen as well as we ought to during this period with Mercury in Leo and in retrograde. Now, on July the 30th, this is kind of the only thing that's, well, there's lots of little things that are kind of different, but I would be here all day going into that. So I'm going to make it succinct. So July the 30th, Venus is in a semi-square to the sun. Now, this can bring up kind of irritations from other people, but it's also an opportunity to look within, because those irritations outwardly could be from what's going on inside of us, right? So it's an opportunity to look deeper at ourselves, to look inside and to see where what's affecting us internally. Now, also be mindful of wanting more, right? And of course, with Mercury in retrograde, it's really good to, and because of the eclipse, it's really important to let go of things that no longer work for us. That's things, people, maybe even places. So it's very important to clear out our closets, to organize. I think it's a really good time to declutter after an eclipse and during Mercury in retrograde. And it's not like you can't, buy something, but really pay attention to the fine print, because we have this urge to kind of be a little impulsive and to act without thinking. I'm sorry, I am very hot here. If I put the AC on, it's extremely loud. I'm going to have to sort something out to get a quieter AC. Anyway, I'm svetsing. So, with that out of the way, let's go to, and I just want to quickly mention, even though it's the 6th and it's, I'll go into more detail next week about that, but Venus enters Libra. It's changing signs. It's going from Virgo into Libra, and it will be a little sigh of relief. Venus, she's much more comfortable in Libra than she is in Virgo. Anyway, more about that later. So let's go to your reading, shall we? Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your reading for July the 30th through August the 5th. Guys, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you would like a personal reading, you can click on this little icon here, or whatever, what comes up there, and you can find out about a personal reading there. Now, also check me out on Patreon. It's another way to support me. And the first card out for you, Taurus, is the Four of Swords. Look, darling, you're mentally exhausted. You've been up in your head and you are so exhausted mentally because you've been really busy that you're physically exhausted too, because mental exhaustion really translates to physical exhaustion. You have to be very careful about overdoing it mentally because it really affects you physically. Now, clarifying it, sorry, I have to put my... Clarifying it, you've got the Queen of Air. What I got from this, it's like you've got to look at the truth in the situation, right? You've got to kind of come out and see what's going on around you. Look, she's wise, she's got the owl, it's all that knowledge. She's also cerebral, intelligent, and she's also about, you know, the intellect and the mind, the brain kind of thing. So she's saying, take a look at the situation. And then you've got the Queen of Water, who, this is about helping people to the detriment of yourself. She comes up, it's saying, yes, okay, help people. It's okay to help people. In fact, encourage it. It's important to help other people. But really take care of yourself first, right? Don't forget to make sure that you've got enough sleep, that you've got enough rest, because this can be just like you're going, and you're not seeing the truth in the situation. So you've got two queens here. And, you know, this is also about communication, right? She's about communication. The swords are about communication. They're about thoughts. They're about communication. And so I have a feeling that this is also about communicating in a kind and compassionate way, because she's about telling the truth, but brutally and honestly. And her intention isn't to hurt anyone. Her intention is to tell you the truth so that you can be better, the best person that you can be. But sometimes it doesn't feel that way when she's telling the truth. So either that somebody's telling you the truth and you need to hear it, or you are telling someone else the truth and you need to be a little kinder and softer on the edges. Now, the next card that comes up for you is the Eight of Cups. This is about, look, it's about, I always think of this song, the Peggy Lee song, when this card comes up. Is that all there is, my friends? Well, let's keep dancing. This is about feeling there's got to be more to life. There's got to be more. You're yearning for something more meaningful in your life. So you're kind of tired with, you know, how your life is going, Taurus, and you want something a lot more meaningful. So you're looking off to the horizon. This is about searching for spiritual fulfillment, for something that's going to feed your soul. And look, clarifying that is the sun is I feel that this is a good time for you to go after that dream, to maybe it's your life purpose, maybe you're already studying something, maybe you're learning something, maybe, you know, this is telling you that this is the time, darling. The sun's shining on you. This is your time to shine. I mean, look, I don't know what else to say. This is a good time to shine. Now, you've got the next card that comes up for you, I'm feeling that this is really a good time for you to embark on your life purpose. Now, that doesn't mean complete, look, this guy's just left all his worldly goods behind. He really doesn't, it's not making him feel fulfilled, which is highly unusual for a Taurus, right? Taurus likes that stability. It loves the material realm. This is just seeking a spiritual, something, a higher plane. This is about being guided spiritually, definitely. And sometimes it's getting with your tribe. Sometimes it's looking for a, you know, a spiritual mentor. Sometimes it's simple as a yoga class or a meditation class. It can be that. Now, the next card that you've got is the Six of Wands, which is a celebratory card. This is about celebrating. This can be the completion of a project. It can be as simple as that. But this is like accolades, right? This is public accolades. This is people appreciating you. This is about public appreciation. You know, it can be, you know, it can be like this, being, you know, coming in on a horse and everyone's, you know, clapping for you and you're getting awards and all that kind of stuff. Or it could be as simple as a child proclaiming that you're the best parent, or you know, your spouse claiming that you're the best spouse in public, you know, giving you dues. You are getting accolades. That's what it is. Now, clarifying it, curiously, is the Three of Air. Now, the Three of Air is a deep pain. It's, you know, it's old stuff of the past. And it's interesting because I'm getting that it's time to move on from this. I really am getting that. I'm getting that it's time to move on from this deep pain that you've carried with you, Taurus. It's that deep childhood betrayal that you felt, maybe abandonment issue from one or two parents, maybe lovers have constantly abandoned you. You put yourself in a situation where that's happened again and again and again. It reminds me of what Eckhart Tolle says, you know, in The Power of Now, or A New Earth Awakening. It's like we go back to the pain body, right? The pain body. We recreate what happened to us again and again and again. And that cycle is ending for you. You have to leave this with the eclipse, darling. You've got to leave this betrayal and this pain. You've got to leave it behind, and you've got to move on, and you've got to celebrate life. Instead of, you know, constantly going back and reliving this pain, because this is holding you back, Taurus. That's what this is doing. And if you go forward and you're celebrating life, you can leave this behind. You don't have to recreate this in your life again and again and again. It's time to release it, Taurus. Time to release this. Come out of it. Celebrate life. You don't have to feel sorry for yourself any longer. Life can be one big celebration. It's up to you. Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media, comment. I love comments. Please give me feedback, and subscribe if you haven't already. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. The babies, look at them. How old do you think they are, Kathleen?
For a personal reading, please go to www.liveinthesolution.com.
They're at the ugly duckling stage.
Maybe 4 weeks. How can they be? I really think they're ugly.
No, I'm just saying that because of the
No, I know.
story.